Yeah, I guess, and many people have to, Lori, and they're out there, and if they're patient enough, they're going to find the roadways to be not in great shape, certainly, but not bad either. I'm watching the expressway, slow coverage for the most part, but they're doing about 20 or 30 miles an hour safely on the expressway right now. Nearby, though, Morrissey Boulevard is closed down because there's a flooding between Freeport and UMass. You find Morrissey closed down both ways. 2495 south of Boston, poor visibility, snow coverage, rutty roadways, that sort of thing. Bare patches on parts of Route 128 between the Turnpike and the expressway, but don't be fooled by that. Now, west down the Turnpike, there's a crash on the eastbound side of Natick by Route 30, and watch for that slow-moving tour bus right after Route 122 to speed them in the pipe down at 40 miles an hour. Then 495, Route 9, and Route 2, they're crawling around the Turnpike as well. North of town, 128, tricky ride, Beverly to Burlington and back again. Watch the on-off ramps at that section of 128. They can be very slippery this time of day. Speeds on 93 north of town, maybe 30, 40 miles an hour, top speed right there. You're doing about 20 right now on Route 1. Route 3 crawls from New Hampshire right down to Burlington. And a car's gone off the road a short time ago by 129. Next update comes your way at 6:03 on WBZ's Traffic on the News.
Visit Charles River Saab today for a free load jack with the purchase of any new or pre-owned SIM Saab. Only at Charles River Saab. Offer valid through January 3rd, 2011. See dealer for complete details.
Are you a denture wearer suffering with pain and embarrassment of a loose lower denture? Does the thought of eating your favorite holiday foods have you worried? Stop worrying and start enjoying the holidays. Let Dr. John Argyros fix your problem with specially designed dental implants. The Argyros process involves minimal surgery and minimal downtime. For a very limited time, Dr. Argyros has a special holiday price available. Set up your free consultation today. Call 888-807-9087. 888-807-9087.
WBZ News Time, 5:55, 27 degrees, breezy. Pretty breezy in Boston. We're looking at very strong wind gusts elsewhere, though, as we mentioned. 50-mile-an-hour winds in some spots, nearly 60 in Worcester, 70 and 80-mile-an-hour winds on the South Shore and Cape Cod. WBZ News on 5:55. The storm that's roaring across the region is making travel difficult, if not impossible. Logan Airport, as we mentioned, is open, but very few flights, if any, are coming in. Amtrak has canceled its service from New York to Maine. Crews have been working all night long trying to clear the tracks of snow, but Amtrak hasn't indicated yet when it expects service to resume. And what about the MBTA? Let's bring in Joe Pescichero, spokesman for the T, live on the line. And Joe, good morning to you on the snowy Monday.
Good morning to you.
Joe, all right, is the T up and running?
Yes, it is. The only services that are not running are the ones we announced last night. There is no commuter boat service until 11 a.m. at the earliest, and the service on the Mattapan trolley line has been suspended and it's been replaced with buses. But other than that, all the other services are running. Of course, with buses, there are significant delays due to the road conditions, and about 25 to 30 of our bus routes are operating on what we call snow routes, and they are being diverted to avoid steep hills and narrow streets.
So how much time should people pad into their morning commute if they're taking the bus?
If they're taking a bus, then they should expect anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour extra on their commute due to the road conditions.
All right, the problem with the Charlie line is what? Why is that so susceptible to the storm where others are not?
Well, it's a 2-mile line from Ashmont to Mattapan, and it is susceptible to snow drift. So when the wind kicks up, it doesn't take much to have the snow drift right across the tracks, and then we don't want to be stuck with a situation where a trolley is stuck between stations. So we do this from time to time when it snows as much as this, and when it's as windy as this, just to avoid any situations like that where we have a trolley stuck between stations.
Joe, how are you able to keep the other tracks clear? It's pretty amazing to me that you actually have lines that are up and running and ready for service on the T this morning.
Well, it's a credit to the dedicated crews at the T, and NBCR, the company that operates commuter rail for us. They were out there all night long, just running trains up and down each line without passengers, just doing this to keep the tracks free and clear of snow and ice, and also just to make any observations and report them to dispatch, whether they saw a tree limb leaning near an overhead wire or any signals or switches that need to be addressed. But the good news is, at least as we speak just before 6 a.m., is that They kept the trains moving all night in and out of the yards, and that right now they are able to make their first runs of the morning. We'll see how things progress as the morning goes on, but right now we're keeping our fingers crossed.
All right, Joe Pizzicera live on the line from the MBTA. I know you have to take a conference call, Joe. Thanks for your time. I know it's early. Thank you. All right, Joe Pizzicera, and coming up, we've got Rod Fritz with the news at 6. We've got the Storm Roundup in just a minute. WBZ News Time, 5:58. Stay with us.
This is about America's living national treasures, our national forests. They're being destroyed by fire as never before. The Arbor Day Foundation asks for your help in replanting our national forests. Help bring our living national treasures back to life for the Earth's creatures, for our safety, for our future. Be part of the rebirth of our national forests. Visit arborday.org. See what we're doing. See how you can help.
Start something new. This week at Macy's Beauty Scene. Face the new year with a whole new outlook. Resolve to make 2011 brighter and even better. It's time to start over. Take on each and every day with your best face forward. It's a new year and a new you. Let our skincare specialists from Clinique, Origins, Estee Lauder, Lancome, and Dior create a customized regimen just for you. Now through January 4th at Macy's Beauty Scene.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Is trying to sneak out of a really boring meeting wearing tap shoes a bad idea?
Sales growth has increased 2.9%. That's a reflection of aggressive. Ben, where are you going?
Nowhere. Headed back to my seat now.
Switch to Geico now and you can save hundreds on your car insurance. For a free rate quote, visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
WBZ. WBZ HD. WBZ FM HD free.